Go. Martin, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Good deal. We are now joined by Martin Truex Jr., and we're just going to go straight into questions today for Martin. Our first question is going to come from Michael Shelton. Go ahead with your question, Michael.
Thank you very much. Well, Martin, obviously it's pretty much a must-win situation for you at Martinsville this weekend, but considering that it is Martinsville, a track that you've won at the last two races and that you've traditionally performed well in the past, how much confidence does that give you heading into this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely gives us confidence. I think anytime we're, going to the track, we've had past success. It's, it's good. It's, we've got some good notes to work off of, obviously, from the spring race. So, it's been good to us lately, but, anything can happen at a short track. So just try to, be as prepared as we can. I think the guys are ready and, just try to do the best job we can and obviously, hopefully continue that success we've had there.
And just one quick follow-up. Everybody, of course, remembers the memorable finish between you and Joey Logano back in 2018. But hypothetically, if it comes down this Sunday to the last lap and it's him or somebody else in front of you, then the final turn standing between you and a trip to the championship what do you do?
Hopefully I'll be leading, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just going to drive and see how it all plays out. I'm not planning for anything right now, so just have to see what happens, I guess.
All right. Good luck to you this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Bob Pockers. Go ahead with your question, Bob.
Yeah, Martin, the first time you won Martinsville, you had practice and qualifying, and the second time you didn't. I'm curious if you felt either more or less prepared on either one.
Definitely less prepared this year, Bob. Especially no practice, but going back there, last year when we won, we had high downforce package. And then this year when we won, we had low downforce. So we hadn't run that, that package, in over a year. And, really that setup, we had never run with the low downforce package. So definitely felt, unprepared, I guess, a little bit. And we were obviously, pleasantly surprised at how well, what we had worked. So hopefully we'll, be able to expand on that and make some improvements. I think, everybody's probably going to make some improvements from the spring just because of, the facts I just mentioned. So, got to find a way to get better and hopefully we'll be able to do that.
And is there any more of a challenge to have to make improvements when you won the last race?
It's always a challenge to make improvements, no matter what the situation, really. I mean, when you don't have practice, you kind of, use all your tools at your disposal and, try to make the right decisions. Concrete tracks like Martinsville are really tricky and, just the outside temperature and the way the rubber lays down there can make such a huge difference that it's a little bit hard to, get it perfect, and so you just, hopefully we'll make the right decisions. I know we've got some good notes to go off, like I said, and but it's it's going to be probably a lot colder this time around, so things will be different for sure.
And I mean, you don't seem to be a guy who gets too stressed out, but I'm curious: is this fun for you, or is it what position you're in kind of aggravating?
Not aggravating at all. I think, it's a big opportunity, to get to where we want to go this weekend. Obviously, you hate that it comes down to one race, after we've had what I feel like is a pretty strong season, and we've just been, second and third so many times that, we needed to win more races, obviously. And, I knew early on, coming into the playoffs, it was going to be tough without a lot of bonus points. So that's kind of been really the toughest part of it. We've really performed well. We've scored a lot of points in the playoffs, but we just, when they reset the rounds, we're so far behind the eight ball, we haven't been able to catch up. And, obviously the point penalty this past weekend, it hurt as well. We'd be in somewhat of a decent position this weekend, I guess, without that. But, that being said, it's a huge opportunity. It's a good track for us. It's a track I enjoy. So just go there and give it our all and hope it's enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Our next question's from Greg Engel. Go ahead with your question, Greg.
Martin, obviously you're sitting in a cabin in the woods somewhere, and I'm jealous of that. It's Friday. Normally you'd be at a track doing sponsor stuff or whatever. Do you like these one-day shows where you just come in, race, and go home?
They're great during hunting season. Yes and no. I mean, I really enjoy it. You know, I like, you know, having some more time at home to do, you know, fun things and hobbies and things like that. Obviously, you know, it's been a little bit easier on the crew guys, I guess. You know, especially not having a backup car. I think I mentioned that the other day, but you know, those guys having a little bit more time at home with their families as well, which has been, I think, good. I do miss having practice. I can't lie. I definitely feel like, you know, I really feel like we would have won, you know, a couple more races this year if we'd had practice. But you know, everybody's in the same boat there. So yeah, I don't mind it. I think the one-day shows are fine, and you know, it's nice to knock them out in a quick matter.
And now that you've had a few days past the Texas incident, did you find out exactly what happened? I mean, do you care, or did you find out exactly what happened that got the thing confiscated and all the points and all that?
No, I haven't found out. I honestly haven't even asked. So it's over and done with, and, you know, move on, live with it.
Cool. Thanks, man. Have fun this weekend and enjoy the rest of your time out in the woods.
Thanks.
Our next question will come from Jeff Gluck. Go ahead with your question, Jeff.
Martin, Twitter now it's a point where it seems to like just light up every time you say anything on the radio about anyone you're racing or lap traffic or anything. How do you view all that feedback that I'm sure you see it?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. I think, you know, no matter, you know, who it is or what you say, you know, people are going to jump on you. It's just Twitter. That's the way it is. It's the way it works. And yeah, whatever. I mean,
Deal. Our next question will come from Kelly Crandall. Go ahead with your question, Kelly.
Thank you. Hi, Martin. Martinsville has been the site of some memorable playoff moments, and that was with it being the first race of this round. Is there any reason not to expect maybe we get some fireworks or some drama with it being now the last chance for everybody?
Yeah, I think it definitely, you know, I think it's definitely going to ramp things up a bit, especially you come down to the end. You know, guys in a situation like I'm in, you know, it has potential to get pretty crazy. So it's really hard to prepare for those things. I think, you know, you just gotta go race and, you know, live in the moment and try to make the best decision possible and, you know, do whatever it takes to get to where you want to go. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm going to do X or Y or I'm going to, you know, run over this person or that person. Cause I mean, that's not really the way I do things. So, it's funny. I think I get more, I hear more people giving me a hard time for complaining about lap cars, not giving way to the leaders when they're racing for a win than I do about how I race people. It's kind of silly, but, you know, I'm just going to go race, do my thing, and hopefully we'll be in position to, you know, to win the thing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Our next question is going to come from Alex Andreev. Go ahead with your question, Alex.
Hey, Martin. I'm just wondering, now that you're kind of back and relaxing a little bit before this race, I mean, how do you feel about, I guess, the shortened turnaround time that you guys have had since, you know, you were essentially waiting around and then waited to wait Wednesday and are now heading for, I guess, a one-day show. But do you feel like, you know, I guess I'm just curious how that's going to affect this playoff race. Do you like that or not?
I don't really think it changes a whole lot, to be honest. I mean, I think, you know, I would say probably for the most part, everybody's been working on, you know, their cars for a few weeks and been, you know, rather prepared. I think, you know, we kind of got a little bit of taste of, you know, the midweek races earlier in the year. So it's really no different than that. I think, you know, it wasn't much fun to sit around there at Texas for a couple days in the rain doing nothing. But, you know, aside from that, it really doesn't change anything, I don't think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good deal. Well, Martin, thank you for taking the time. Good luck there out hunting and good luck on Sunday at Martinsville.
All right. Thank you very much. Take care.
Take care now. Yeah.